He's must have a flat tire or something, Ned.
Yes, there's something wrong with that valve lean forward.
The left rear tire is flat.
Man, he made an incredible save, didn't he?
Yes, the left rear sit.
Yep. Wow.
And it may peel the cap off and tear something up before you get back to the pit.
He's over in turn 3, I believe, headed for the pit, but he's got quite a distance to go. And
Oh, man, what a tough break. Had a dominant car. There's the crew's getting ready for him.
boy, he was just all over the racetrack trying to slow it down. Doc?
You know, we talked about all the sames that have happened in Michigan over the years. Same car for Ernie Irvin, same stall. Mark Martin said, we're bringing the same car back, but not the same engine. We are going to have better fuel mileage, and it was working perfectly. They put it on lap 49, could make it on 2 more pit stops, and now this happened. That's exactly the kind of luck Mark Martin has had at Michigan Speedway. 65 miles an hour. That flat, I should say, shredded left rear tire comes down. Unfortunately, the inner line was still up on the car. They have to push him back behind the line. NASCAR said he's gone over the line. Now they will change all 4 tires.
Here's what happened.
He just had gotten by the 40 car of Robbie Gordon. He comes off the corner. He can feel the left rear tires going flat. Robbie Gordon goes by and look at that. He says, man, I got me a serious problem now.
He did a great job of keeping that thing from spinning out.
Back down to Jerry.
Let me show you what happens with a tire shred. This is part of the tread here that came apart. All this tread was intertwined around inside the brake caliper area, and I would grab it and hold it up, but I'm no fool. It's all gone hot, but I won't show you. You see it steaming there. All this is intertwined and wrapped around the left part of the brake housing and brake caliper. Part of it was up inside the spring, in between the spring segments, so that's where they had to unwind that. Almost had to cut it out. They got not gotten this out. They could have lost at least 1 more lap in the pit. What a break for Mark Martin.
Well, he did go 2 laps down, Jerry. He's now in 34th position. He led 70 of the first 89 laps. Caution, we were averaging 174.025 miles an hour. We were reduced to about 65 miles an hour there for several laps. But now the green flag comes out again on lap 114.
The leader slow? Is that Jeff Burton slow up on the top of the racetrack?
Yeah, Ted Musgrave is taking over the lead.
How about that?
And Burton still he gets to the inside of the racetrack.
Could it be a tire?
It might be. He felt something in that Ford. Bill Weber, what's going on? Do you know?
Bruce says it is a cut tire. They've got the pit board out. They're on the wall waiting for the leader to limp off back to the pits. They say it is a cut tire, similar to his teammate Mark Martin.
But he went by the pits that time, Bill. He stayed on the racetrack.
Well, the crew was ready, and he still may be in next lap, but in any case, he has relinquished the lead. He's currently in 4th position as Ted Musgrave now goes in front. Bobby Labonte running in 2nd position, and then Ernie Irvin.
Well, you wonder if he might have gone right in turn 1 maybe and maybe hit a little bit of a damp spot or something. His car slid a little bit and he said, oh, I got a flat tire. That's the first thing to see. And then maybe when he went into turn 3, he said, well,
A little over a second, Benny.
Next time out, we'll see if Jeff Burton's able to close in on his teammate, Ted Musgrave.
Don't count out Bill Elliott or Jeff Gordon as they come up from the 5th and 6th position. Ernie Irvin running 4th. The weather is the question mark at this time. Will they be able to complete the distance? We've only got 78 laps to go. We only need less than an hour, but the weather is threatening and the caution comes out again. And we presume it's for moisture.
Steve Grissom was not able to get that lap back in the Kodiak Chevy. Raindrops a little heavier in our camera down in turn 1.
Only one race here at Michigan has ever been shortened. That was the 2nd event ever run in August of 1989. The second,
1969, you mean?
No, it was the 2nd race in 1989, and it was called after 165 laps. And again, see some water on the windshield of Labonte's car. And also on Rusty's. He's still on the lead lap in 13th position. strangely enough, it's raining where Mark Martin is. Ted Musgrave, the current leader.
I'll bet you if you asked Ted Musgrave, he would tell you that for 204 Winston Cup starts, it has rained on his parade. And now James Ince, Ted's 205th start. When you're leading the race, this has got to be a monsoon to you guys, right?
Well, we're not sure what we want right here, right now. You know, we almost want to go back racing, but on the same token, we'd almost like to go home right now. But Ted's done an awful good job right now. The race car's pretty strong, and we just want to get back racing, or we want to go home.
What about your teammate, Jeff Burton? I heard Buddy Parrott tell him with a couple laps before the caution came out, you got to get back up front, catch the 16, pass him because the bottom is going to drop out. Can you hold off, Jeff?
Well, right there, Jeff was actually a little bit better than we were, but we're still being a little bit conservative. The racetrack's a little bit wet. We don't want to wreck our stuff. Right now, we got 60-some laps to go, and we're planning on racing to the end. So hopefully they'll keep doing that mentality, and we'll get to run the whole race, and we'll have better tires when it's over.
What about the third member of Team Roush? I mean, Steve Mills came up here a minute ago. He's the team manager. Said, hey, guys, I got some mixed emotions. I'm trying to get Mark Martin back in the thick of this thing.
Yeah, he's got a weird thing going there. As the general manager of Roush Racing, he wants the 16 car to win the race, and he's kind of praying for rain right now. And heading up the 6 car today, he's kind of hoping it'll go green because they're racing for a championship. So he's got a weird thing happening.
Well, let me think in here. So let me ask you now, as team manager, you got a lot of mixed emotions right now, thinking about trying to win a race and maybe getting your guy Mark Martin not only back in the points, but back at running for a championship.
Yeah, I'm going from one hat to the other. Told James a while ago, as the general manager, we need Ted to win the race, and as a guy trying to help Mark Martin finally win his Winston Cup championship against a real tough 24 car, we need to get some more position. So we're believing that the sun stays out a long time up here in beautiful Michigan, and we're also believing Ted's got a good enough car to outrun some people, maybe all the people, if it goes green. So we're actually for it to go green.
Wouldn't it be nice, though, Ted get his first win and maybe Mark get his first title?
It'd be terrific, yeah. We're working on both at the same time. Unfortunately, it's 2 different scenarios today.
All right, Steve Mill and James Ince, we're talking about down here in the Roush pits. They would certainly love to be able to have Ted Musgrave run all 200 laps and go to victory lane on a sunny day, but they'll take it. How far could you go? Can you roll the dice from here?
No, we're not willing to go do that right now, and I don't think anybody else can. So we're just going to sit tight here for a while.
What about the weather? What have you been told? A lot of people are guessing about if they come in now, will they have enough time to get back to the front because of the crowd, the clouds, and the surrounding shower?
Well, we're kind of in a bad position because we're leading this thing. We're watching the weather awful close, and we're just going to kind of play it from here on. And if we have to pit where it's going to go back racing, we'll just have to try to get back up there.
All right, James Ince in the Musgrave pit. What we're seeing down here in their calculation is that they could go at most 53 laps, so they have no prayer of coming in now and being able to make it the rest of the way. Also, Ernie Irvin's thoughts about pitting a moment ago, Robert Yates, was still sprinkling. They don't want to take a chance on coming down pit road until the rains completely stop, and they know the race will be restarted and don't have a chance to get those spots back. That's why they're staying out at least lap by lap for right now.
And so the drama continues to play out here as the caution is still hanging over Michigan Speedway. We'll be right back.
On pit road.
Along with Jeff Gordon and Ricky Craven, let's take a look at Ted's pit stop here.
Changing right sides, probably going to change 4, yes. Bringing the jack around, getting that windshield good and clean.
And the work also going on to Jeff Gordon. Now he's finished and rolls away, and so is Musgrave. But the cars are being held down there at the line until the field comes by. And of course, the field is only rolling at about 65 miles an hour, so it'll be a few seconds here before the paddle is turned around. There it is, and the drivers
Two
are
more
alive.
cars in the lead lap. Technically, Robbie Gordon and Hutch Strickland are right in front of the leader. They're almost a lap down, but they are on the lead lap.
Well, here we go. The pace car is off the racetrack, and the crowd rises to its feet and cheers as the green comes out, and we are back to racing at Michigan Speedway. Before the long yellow, and he has a fast takes the lead right at the line, and Craven goes back to second position.
Jeff Green on the inside gets by Ted Musgrave.
That puts him back technically on the lead. 19th position.
Musgrave looked up in his mirror and said, hey, I got some help. That the 29 Chevrolet and the 24 Chevrolet work together. And he said, give me that Ford. Here it comes.
Teammates work together all afternoon. And here now is Mark Martin going 3 deep.
What's this, gang? Mark Martin comes off with the lead.
Passing 2 laps down.
Passing both Musgrave and Gordon. Yep, a flat left rear put Martin 2 laps down at one time. And look where he is again, in front. And the checkered flag is waving from 2 laps down. Mark Martin wins the DeVilbiss 400 at Michigan, his 3rd win here at this racetrack. And his 21st career win, his 12th on a super speedway. And there's celebration in the Jack Roush pits.
I'll tell you what, when that car came down pit road on that first corner, I bet you didn't think it was going to happen. John Kernan.
Musgrave, whose teammate is in victory lane, but Ted's back here at the gas pump celebrating a 3rd place finish. Ted, not too bad for a day's work.
Oh, no, that's really good. You know, anytime you can bring that Family Channel Prime Star car in the top 5, you know, that's point stands. That's what we need to do. And my hats off. I'm glad a teammate won, you know, and I was getting a little sick of Jeff winning a lot. You know, I'm glad to see Mark win it. And Mark, let's share that motorcycle. I wanted that bad. I want to win bad, but I didn't have the car. You know, we had a really, really good car, but my car was a little tight in the center of the corner, and Mark was really freed up and was able to get in the gas sooner, and that's what it takes to win here at Michigan. He could place that car and point it in the right direction sooner, and I couldn't get in the gas a little bit sooner. And like I say, there was no way to stop him then. You know, I was kind of a sitting duck, and I wasn't going to hold him up because I know Jeff is fast, too.
But in order to pick up that first win, this is where you need to be. Top 3s, top 5 finishes. The consistency's getting there, so that first win must not be too far off.
Well, yeah, we said that a couple years ago when I was running top 3s and top 5s, and yeah, I keep saying that, you know, hey, if we can stop, you know, keep running top 3s, top 5s, and keep in that area, yeah, sure, you know, something's going to happen, you're going to get it, you know, whether wiggle like Jeff did on the restart, you get by and off you go, you know. I've seen Michael Waltrip do it in the Winston, you know, that's all it takes is something like that, but you got to be in that position, and we're getting there.
Ted Musgrave definitely getting there with the 3rd place finish today.